starts with choice, the unfolding of being, setting the fractal gears into perpetual motion. Space and time, life and death, all expressions of the ever-changing, the individual and many, the whole and the parts, particles and waves, numbers receding beyond the horizon, circuitry of transformation, birthing the real in 3D form, structures of the becoming, the algorithms.
Since the culmination in the spring of 2009 of my own personal process of non-dual transformation and liberation, I have focused on sharing the process and possibility of self-liberation with others. All of the books, articles, and essays I've written, all the music and art I've created, and all the interviews I've given have been focused on sharing what I've learned and experienced regarding non-dual liberation and transformation as mediated by psychedelic medicines, with a particular focus on the uniquely powerful and profound molecule of 5-methoxydimethyltryptamine. I have dubbed this approach the entheological paradigm. This book explicitly continues these efforts. Interest in not only 5-MeO-DMT, but also non-dual awakening and transformation has grown dramatically, spurring requests for further information and direction from around the globe. At this very moment, I have emails awaiting responses that have come in from Switzerland, Germany, and Spain, and these were received just within the last hour. Many individuals seek me out for guidance and direction because my approach to these topics is largely unique. It is direct, honest, and grounded in reality. It is also something that is accessible to others and can be implemented by anyone looking to use psychedelics for the purpose of non-dual awakening and transformation. As with other books I've written, Being Human in particular, this book is intended as a guide. If you want to know how to achieve non-dual liberation for yourself, then this book is for you. If, on the other hand, you want to learn how to be spiritual, religious, and ceremonial in your use of psychedelics, then I advise you to put the book down and go about your day, because you won't find such information here, and in fact, such approaches are critiqued and discouraged. Some of the concepts and details discussed here were introduced in earlier books, so readers of any of my post-spring 2009 works will note some familiar elements. However, this book is an attempt to combine all the relevant material into a single work, while also introducing some new topics that haven't been fully addressed in my previous works. Whereas Being Human was intentionally designed to be brief and to the point, this book is detail-rich in an effort to present a fuller picture of just what the process, its challenges, and rewards really look like. It is my hope that you'll find this book to be the definitive work not only on the 5-MeO-DMT experience, but also on the process of non-dual awakening and transformation, which is here presented as a form of therapy, as opposed to a spiritual practice or discipline. Everything presented here is fundamentally true, to the best of my ability to articulate and express it. There are no speculations, metaphysics, or belief systems involved. As such, this is a book about reality and about you. It is a guide to help you find, encounter, and be yourself, free from illusion and confusion. Furthermore, everything presented here comes directly out of my own personal experience and practice. I've personally lived through everything communicated in these pages. As a result, you will not find references to anyone else's views, models, theories, or work. This is my presentation of what I've learned and experienced directly in myself and in the context of working with others. I have found clarity and reality within myself, and thus see no need to rely on any exterior views, constructs, or systems of meaning. Having done it for myself and by myself, I want to share this process with others in the hope that they might find the courage and clarity to do the same. One of the inspirations for writing this book is the fact that dualistic confusion and attachment to illusion and beliefs is so prevalent in not only society at large, but significantly so in psychedelic culture in particular. Psychedelic enthusiasts spend great amounts of time and energy promoting beliefs in and speculations on spirits, entities, astral beings, and alternate realities. They focus on issues of prayer, ceremony, ritual, and the desire to make everything sacred. There's an ongoing love affair with shamanism and the sacred wisdom of plant teachers, and all of it is tightly wedded to dualistic constructs of self and other, sacred and profane, right and wrong, good and bad. In general, there is a real lack of understanding and clear recognition that it is all the self, and that any sense of otherness is an illusion and projection created by the ego. People use their psychedelic experiences to create grand narratives for themselves and their sense of purpose and connection to the sacred or the other. However, all such attempts are simply storytelling and identity making, and as such, are all manifestations of the ego. As someone who has steadfastly promoted a non-dual understanding of psychedelic experience and reality, this approach and understanding is relatively unique and very poorly represented in the field of psychedelic studies and practices. For those who can appreciate it, my work has been a beacon of non-duality in a confused sea of duality, and this book is no exception. For those who can embrace non-duality, this is refreshing and inspiring. For others, attached to dualistic identities, it may be deeply disturbing and challenging. If I weren't confident in the truth of what I have to share, I wouldn't share it. There's nothing here that I'm asking or even encouraging anyone to believe or accept as an article of faith. Everything shared here is open to your own validation and direct experience. What is presented here can help clear out the confusion, but unless you're willing to directly undergo the process of self-discovery and personal liberation, it will all just remain an abstract concept. You have the capacity to see through your illusions, but only you can do it for yourself. To truly understand, you'll personally need to live through it. Then, and only then, can you know the true nature of being and how the entirety of the fractal fabric of reality is none other than yourself. Hopefully, you'll find this book useful and valid for your own process. This work is for serious self-liberators. If you are not serious, if you're attached to your ego and identity, then you'll probably find a lot of what is written here infuriating. If you like being religious or spiritual, you'll find this work particularly challenging. So be forewarned. This is a book about how to go about the process of radically deconstructing your illusory self and finding genuine freedom. If that's something you want for yourself, then read on. If not, go out and enjoy the reality afforded you via your ego and self-created prison. If you're not committed to truth above all things, then this isn't for you. If you're not committed to love, then this isn't for you. If you're not committed to your freedom, then this isn't for you. But if you are committed and have the courage and determination to see the process through, what is presented here can profoundly alter your life and your direct experience of being in the world, and fundamentally transform your identity from illusion to truth. I'll end this introduction by explicitly and clearly stating that while non-dual energetic therapy with 5-MeO-DMT is a practice that I have originated and pioneered, I am retired from doing one-on-one work. I want this to be clear. The fact that I am no longer practicing is one of the inspirations for writing this book and making public all of this information. While my heart goes out to everybody who might be seeking help, non-dual therapy is no longer a service that I am providing. So as much as anyone might have the urge to write me and seek assistance in such matters, I'm currently retired and I don't make exceptions or play favorites. Furthermore, the next question that I'm often asked is, who might I recommend for such work other than myself? The answer is no one. I do not know of any other fully qualified practitioners of this form of non-dual energetic therapy, and therefore have no one to recommend. While there are many psychedelic medicine providers out there, the categorization of non-dual practitioners as described and detailed here comes solely from my own practice and experience. The information presented in this book is provided with the hope that others will find their way into this practice by first discovering themselves, then opening their hearts, living in freedom, and letting their hearts love infinitely without conditions or limits, and perhaps then becoming practitioners themselves. And that's what it's all about in the end. Non-dual liberation is as simple as being yourself. Not the self you think you are or have imagined yourself to be, but the real, universal you, and letting your heart be open and loving, naturally. Additionally, while 5-MeO-DMT is the primary psychedelic and entheogenic compound that is the focus of this work, the ideas, techniques, experiences, and practices detailed here are not by any means limited to working with 5-MeO-DMT. In fact, these principles and the overall model of non-duality and human energetics can be applied to working with any psychedelic compound, either organic or synthetic. For the purposes of the ideas communicated in this book, no fundamental difference is seen between organic or synthetic medicines. All psychedelic medicines can contribute to non-dual awakening, liberation, and freeing the heart, and in fact, oftentimes working with a variety of psychedelics, all of which provide unique access to energetic states of being, is of great benefit. 5-MeO-DMT is the crown jewel, the top of the line, the God molecule, but all the various psychedelic medicines have their value. The reason for the emphasis on 5-MeO-DMT is for the fact that no other psychedelic compound can as readily open individuals up to the non-dual state. All the medicines have their place, however, and all can be used to help deconstruct the illusory self and help us to discover the infinite reality of God that lies beneath the facade of individuality and separation.
In these times of mass confusion, we hold the tools of our evolution, crystal keys that bring a revelation. So let the truth be told. The earth, it has so many medications to heal the heart and free the mind. Their magic lies in their molecular formation, a gift so divine to open the heart. Drop the protections, expose the facade of the incarceration. We